has stuck with me. But I do have a little bit of follow up from yesterday, by the way. It just happened, like I missed it on video, but I took some pictures. I don't know if I should be mad or I should be laughing. Remember yesterday they cut out my electricity,
Yes.
right? Well, I paid it right away, right after the show. I went to my application, I paid for it, right, and I
Hmm.
scheduled it for reconnection. They just reconnected like 10 minutes ago or less, right? Less than 10 minutes ago. But and my they were taking a little bit too long. They were also checking. They were with the continuity thing, like beeping, like beep beep beep, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I was in the middle of the other show with Piper, right? The point is, and let me see if I can show you right here the pictures. All right, I think I will be able to. All right, I'm on my phone, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry, I needed to join over my phone because that's what I got it. Uh,
No
they
worries. Take your time.
so they cut out, right? They cut out the old seal, right? Look at how flimsy is that little shit. The
That's it.
yeah, that's it. The what is
Really?
it? Yeah, the yellow one, right? That is the original one, the yellow one. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then what I'm not able to watch this thing. Sorry, the recording is just messed up. There we go, much better. And then they put on a big ass fucking wired, right? That's
Hmm.
that's reinforced steel cable one. It didn't
Yeah.
fit. Yeah, it didn't fit through the freaking lock. So they fucking bended the base of my meter, and they stuck that damn thing there, so I cannot open it anymore. So
They're a butcher.
I don't know. What is it?
A butcher. They do like really
Oh,
sloppy work, you know?
oh yeah, they did. But what is hilarious, and this, I mean, they damaged my meter, so I'm for sure I'm gonna be carrying today with a CFE. But it kind of like also makes me laugh that they went full young, like, all right, this guy likes to cut stuff or he wants to play it along with us, right? So we're gonna be putting a reinforced metal thing so he can't open it at all, right? So I don't know. I think that was funny.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
They're after you.
says,
They know you got the solar, bro.
yeah, they know that I got this. That I got a solar, but they didn't because the installation was pretty fast, and you cannot see it right away. I mean, if you don't pay attention, you don't see it right away. So yesterday we just checking for continuity, right? They were thinking that I was stealing electricity because once they pull out the meter, I told Alexa to turn on the garage lights so they could
Yeah.
see that I still had lives. So I mean, I just was laughing my way out of here because I got beef with those guys. They wanted me to pay extra for not cutting the light, right? So like brave
Yeah.
or bravery. I don't know how you call that. Like yeah, we call it here a bite. That's how we call it. Yeah.
They're trying to mess with you,
So
man. Tell them
they
you know
tried to
this
mess with
crazy
me.
Canadian guy.
What is it? What's it good?
Tell them you know a crazy Canadian
Oh,
guy who's gonna come down and beat him
absolutely.
with his moose.
Somebody yesterday said I F my moose on the chat, man. I was just
Yeah.
cracking out. Oh, but that was hilarious. Love you guys. And thank you for that, Alex. But how are you? How was your morning? How is your grandpa? I know he suffered a
He
little bit of a
he's
hiccup,
okay.
right?
He fell. He
Nice.
fell on the live stream. I heard him because there are bedrooms above me. So I
Yeah.
heard him fall and I ran and he'll be okay. Just not so good, you know? So
Yeah, I
oh
get
well.
it, my friend.
It's life, right? Getting old sucks. You cannot sometimes you can't help it, right? He lost his balance. He feels nauseous, so he'll be okay, man. He'll be okay.
Good to hear, brother. Deep respect, my friend. Deep respect for that.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go and talk about trading because it's been an exciting, let's say, couple of days so far. We've been pumping, but I would say let's try to not be that excited. Let me bring out my charts really quickly. I'm gonna be putting in here a couple of my perspective on longer time frame, and then I would love for you to give your take on it. So maybe we can combine them both, right? Let me get started with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin 4 hours. We're forming the balloon dog, right? So it seems like we're forming the balloon dogs. Usually, that's something that I see you look for it into the lower time frames
Mm-hmm.
that tend to play out very nicely. Something important is that I think that we're losing the support of the balloon dog, right? I mean, I could even go for this area right here for the extra support, but I don't know. Might be a little bit of a far stretch, maybe just to pull it all the way down there, right? Something important is that we're having a flip of the ribbon, a reversal. We are on flipping areas right here. Remember that yesterday we marked this flimsy line right there, right? Let me actually make it a little bit less colorful and or more transparent. Give it a look and making it one. There we go, much better. So we are on reversal areas. That's what we were looking for, right? So what should we be looking for? Reversing, right? There's one light at the end of the tunnel, which I was talking about today in the morning in the Piper Academy show, where we can see the same pattern here, maybe the two-legged balloon dog, right? The triangular face. We are in reversals. We fake out that reversal, and we have that itty-bitty, tiny, bigger wave in here that take us higher, right? We're still on low, making lower highs, right? Even if we create the same pattern and we keep going forwards to the upside, well, then we have not only dynamic reactor, we also have this broadening wedge line, blue line, dotted line, and we have this white line trend line that is being very, very, very strong and it's been lasting for a lot of time, right? So I would say that based on the volatility factor, which is less than 50, I was thinking that we are going to be holding this area right here because we don't have that much volatility, and then being able to slightly retrace and then pull up like that. So something like that I was expecting, maybe looking for a possible entry somewhere around these areas. Let me see if I have any support. Where the only thing that I'm seeing, it is a ranging zone right here, but it's so small that we might be able to break it through. Let's see if I have anything else. A loud order block, very bearish at the top, not much to hold us at the midway, right? So thinking it twice or giving it a second thought, I believe that at this point we could be going back to this other trend line all the way back down here. We can still put on a higher low for the best case scenario and then aim to the dynamic reactor once again. But that's what I'm seeing right now. What do you got on your side on the lower time frames?
We're coming to a bounce level right now, so I haven't been on the. I've been obviously with my family this morning, but we're approaching a bounce level right now. We bounced off the value area low. We came off. Look at the VWAP this morning. I mean, absolutely perfect. I don't know if it's going to reset here. We'll see if it does. We're retesting previous highs right now. So OC and I talked about this yesterday, but look at the VWAP here. VWAP rejection, VWAP rejection. Okay, so easy value area low bounce. Okay, push back in. So it was all here this morning, like kind of upset I didn't get to trade it, but I mean, family comes first. But big old V-shaped recovery, rejection, rotation down. So this morning we had the news come out, and they swept the highs. So whenever you have like some sort of liquidity grab here, this is a squeeze, right? So we always need to identify that. Hey, where did price go in order to wreck people, right? So if people are in shorts here, right, they're sending price up to squeeze these guys who are in shorts to send price down. Okay. That should have been your thought pattern today. And as you can see, down we go. Where we stop, only OC knows, right? And that's the same with, like, we all like The Simpsons and we all like Bart Simpson here, and he's in the house, man. He's hanging out. You can see our friend Bart. So retest the previous highs. That's what we're doing right now. We're retesting here, right? We have Mr. Bart Simpson here rolling over. So push up, come down, right? Not out of the woods yet. Now, this is a bounce level that I'm interested in for a possible swing long. If we can hold 80,000, that would be great. But yeah, I don't want to get too excited yet, I just want to be patient here. See if we can continue to push, but this would be a retest area that I'm interested in. We'll see if we can. If not, we look to come back down. Now, coming back down, it looks like this. So we have our buy area here and here. Okay, I'm first interested in here, obviously, where we're at. I'm not saying go gig along right now. I'm just saying this is an area where I would look for some sort of bounce. When looking at the NASDAQ too, you can see it's rolling over just the same. Okay, so don't want to get too, like OC said, don't want to get too bullish. The NASDAQ still can come lower to retest these highs as well. Okay, so be aware of that as well. Don't want to be, just jumping in willy-nilly thinking, oh, this is up only time, bull runs on, time to buy everything. We want to be smart here. But this is a good start. I would say that. It's a good start, right? When we look at this here, we can see we are getting a little bit overextended to the downside here. So maybe a relief backup before we continue, but they've given you a couple of relief chances here, right? You've come back in, you've gotten rejected, okay? So I'd be cautious here. I would wait for a confirmation of structure to get long. If you are looking for that, I wouldn't be jumping in right now. I'd be looking for this thing to double bottom continuation kind of trade in here, okay? Kind of be level-headed. We've hit a lot of key levels coming back up in here, okay? We've come back. We haven't fully tapped the high here. Okay, we haven't fully tapped that high, but we came awfully close to grab some liquidity. Then you got Doji, rejection candle, right? So it's to be expected this morning, right? I don't think there's anything surprising about this. It's whether or not the market is decided, hey, let's go up or not. We want to wait for confirmation, though. That's going to be critical. You can see even here getting overextended on our 4-hour. OC said yesterday, dynamic reactor 4-hour time frame, perfect rejection there yesterday. Okay. That one guy who was in that short yesterday, he was short from somewhere in here. We told him to hold, but I mean, it still went up last night. So we'll see, right? For now, a little bit of patience, I think, is going to be key. Or you look for continuation shorts. Right now, the shorts were mostly up here, so I'd be patient right now. And let's see how it reacts here. Look at that. 1 hour dynamic reactor, quantum reactor. We'll see. So patience as usual. But for now, a nice push for the markets, right? A little bit of clarity. Massive move for NASDAQ, 13%. Okay, the SPY, same thing. Okay, we got some key levels of retesting the previous highs here for the SPY too. So can it bounce, right? We'll see. But for now, it's if this then that, right? We want to see it put its money where its mouth is, kind of deal, right? Because yeah, it's overextended, right? Overextended, so patience in here. Short-term time frames. I mean, there were some really good trades this morning, but obviously pretty busy this morning with life. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't know what you're thinking, OC. Similar?
Yeah, I'm seeing pretty much. What is it?
Similar,
absolutely. I'm seeing pretty much the same thing. Although I'm looking at the 15 minutes at this point, it doesn't seem that it wants to hold because we right now are breaking through the zero line. Let me show it to you really quickly. I'm going to be going over, just let me change my charts in here so I have a better perspective. There we go, less of a noise. All right, let's go and share it. Perfect, there we go. So here is what we're looking for, right? Or this is what we're having. Let me just get rid of this. We were looking at a possible head and shoulders in here. It did broke down, right? So it's about the breakout, it's about the retest. You're entering for the short, and off we go to the dynamic reactor, right? This is your taking profit. At this point, look at that. We are breaking through the dynamic reactor right now, right? This is important because it seems to be a big body candle so far, right? This is not over. This is the 15 minutes. If for some reason, which I believe we're going to, break with that big body candle, and the way, or that's why, because why do I think we're going to be breaking like that? It is because of our oscillator. Basically is pointing downwards once again, right? We are not yet in bouncing zones, but I mean, this could maybe do something like that, and then off we go to either create a secondary low. Let me show it to you here. Not that one. Where is it? It's not populating right now, but let's see. Nonetheless, I was thinking of a farther low. So far, this is the one that we have, right? I was having, I think, an order block somewhere around here. So I was thinking maybe a little bit of a low like that, and then see if we could create a double bottom scenario in here. But if not, maybe we could be having a farther down, and then we'll see if we can create a head and shoulders right there. I don't think that we're gonna go like really, really far, especially on the 4 hours. That's because we have a lot of support at these zones right here, around here. And we have, there we go, we have a order block, we have a trend line, and we have our predictive ranges. There we go. Also, we have previous weekly low and a support. So let me just push it a little bit lower here. There we go. And this is the area that I don't think that we're going to be losing. On the 15 minutes, it could be a bigger move. Let me see and measure it. Oh, I don't know what I don't have this. And this is getting messy. There we go. Much better. So yeah, I was thinking that we could be having a bounce at these areas, but so far maybe I just was looking at it the wrong way. Seems like, in fact, we are getting a support zone all the way to 78,300 instead of an early bounce. Maybe it was another asset that I just confused it with. But so far, that's what it's looking like. If we close on red and we do not do a V-shaped recovery, which I don't think we're going to, I think that we're going lower here, somewhere around 77,852. So brace yourself, guys. If we have that retest, could be a good opportunity for a short breakout. Breakout retest, off you go all the way here on lower time frames. Other than that, let me talk about tariff. Do you see what just happened with China? What did they announce?
No, what happened? Did they just announce it?
Not just, but I think they announced it yesterday. So they're gonna be stop selling rare metals to the U.S. if they keep applying the tariff. Let me show it
No
to you,
way.
and you should be kind of like a feeling that this looks like something familiar since you're a gamer. Let me give you a hint, because this one was one of my favorite video games after Halo. By the way, rematch. We need to do a rematch, bro. I'm practicing. All right,
Good.
so Black Ops. Oh no, it wasn't 3. Come on, it was Black Ops 2 story. Let me Google it. There we go. It takes place in 2025, right? As the team fights against wherever. Where is it, man? Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. It was Black Ops 2. I got it in here for a little second. Let me see if I can have it returned. Yeah. Let's go to history. Okay. I think this is it. No, this is Black Ops 3. Oh, come on. I'm just making you guys wait. All right, so let me not do that. Let me see if I can. Let's do one more chance in here. All right. Here we go. Black Ops 2, beginning of the year 2025, where China and the United States are in a Cold War after China stops exporting rare earth metals to the US. So, guys, are the Simpsons overrated? Are we looking in the wrong place? Who is a time traveler in the team of man? In the team of Black Ops 2?
Crazy.
I don't know. Crazy, man. Yeah. And these guys kind of like I knew it. And kind of like it's not something like improbable or anything. Like, what would the next Cold War would be, right? And then just kind of like give it a chance, right? On the possibilities. And man, I don't know, but they kind of like nailed it. This is scary. We need to be, we need to be on top of the terrorists right now to see what's going to be happening. I think they're going to be leading the way on what are we going to be making money on, and also what industries we're going to be turning to. Because remember that every catastrophe is an opportunity, all right? So I don't like to say that, we're going to be thriving on somebody else's losing things, but trading, it is you taking somebody else's money, right? But if the inevitable is going to happen, well, then I would say get positioned in a better place, right? At the end of it all, stock market are still open, crypto market are still open, right? Everything are still open, and I don't see any foreseeable closing of international marketing or trading. All right, so at this point I would say let's get started preparing for what could be happening, right? Just like my electricity at this point, I'm trying to prepare for the worst case scenario that I can play it out in my head, but still hope for the best case scenario that I could have in my head, right? So I think that have worked a lot, but other than that, I just say that's a big coincidence, man. That's a big coincidence.
That's dangerous, man.
It's dangerous. It is freaking dangerous. Oh shit.
Trade war, man. Everybody gonna be hurt from it.
Yeah, man. Nobody's gonna get clean out of it. So, but yeah, guys. I would say be careful in the markets at this point. Anything can cause a black swan at this point. So I don't know what else I can tell you. Let's keep trading what we're trading. Big positions, right? Big plans of lives. I think they need to have another perspective. You need to go in to take a look at your plan of lives and do improvements. That's as much as I'm gonna be saying, right? Let me show now. Let's go and let's fuck Ethereum, right? Why not? Why not? F Ethereum. All right.
Bitcoin going to zero, man. Big dump right now. 80,000 just hit too. Wild.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero.
Nice. You heard it here, folks. All right, Ethereum. Let's take a look at what we were trading yesterday. Yesterday, I was telling you guys, well, remember that your entry was all the way down here. Now, if you really were itching for an entry, should be right here with a fourth of an entry. And then I were taking profits at the previous resistance. Then what happened? We hit it perfectly. We're going back to define a pivot. Remember that this is a speculation line. I built up this line based on the previous support and resistance. Look at that. We have a support here, right? The yellow one. What else we have in there? We have another support up there. What else we had? Oh, there we go. We have a blue line. So based on that ones, and of course these two candles right at the bottom. Let's take a look at the chunky candles. How do you call chunky candles yesterday, man? That was hilarious. Overweight good, candles? Man. What? I don't remember. Overweight candles? Fatty candles. That was it, man. That was hilarious. So, all right, take a look at fatty candles here. And, of course, these two candles, I was projecting this speculation line. We are right now about to hit it. Not only that, we have a high order block right down here. So, it's time for you. Hopefully, you guys took your profits. It's time for us to maybe start speculating within a possible next entry for long. It is a little bit too early to call for a long, but not to prepare for a possible long, right? What do we want to see? It is this pattern here. Let me just fix it a little bit better. There we go. You see flipping back down, right? And then when we start seeing maybe our true 7 picking up, and then we're going to be looking for flip of the ribbon at support. So do expect maybe something like that. And then at this point, we want to glance our oscillator. The oscillator is going to be dictating whether we jump for the risky entry for a long, or if we just let it go and try to hunt the next bounce to reposition for a short. So far, as Alex yesterday mentioned, bear market lows, baby. Look at that, man. Look at that. Just in spot. So I would say still F Ethereum because come on, bear market lows now? Really? Vitalik, man. You're watching too much
So
hentai,
bad.
bro. What?
It's so bad.
It is. It is.
I'm so happy
that's
I
what I'm
sold,
seeing.
man.
What?
I'm so happy I sold.
Oh yeah. Can you show where you sold? That was an epic trade, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was because of taxes, right? So it was pretty obvious, like not obvious that we were it was pretty obvious going into like so think about I gave myself a deadline to sell. Okay. That red line, okay. So if we're looking at the red line here, that's when I had to sell. That's January 1st, right? So really we had like this beautiful little ascending triangle. And yes, we got long on it. Okay. I love this triangle. I don't like most triangles, but this triangle is good. Right? So as we come in here, we break out, we continue, right? We got long in here just off of this. I didn't think I got most of on my futures trading, I got most of out right here. And then I started to ladder out because I knew I had to sell by here. And I did not want to sell in here. Like I bought Ethereum at 1600, okay? And that was in the bear market. I had been duped twice, okay? That's the thing as well. You can't fool me 3 times, okay? And then obviously breakout continuation. I laddered out. So I laddered out here, I laddered out here, I laddered out here and sold the rest at the double top. And that's just having a plan, right? I think that's the key. Like obviously we don't expect it to do this. But you know what? I mean, planning for the future and all that stuff, it's very important, especially with spot bags. I'm still underwater on some of my spot bags, but for the most part, I'm up because I bought Bitcoin sub 25,000, right? And that makes up the majority of my portfolio. So allocation is critical. But look at Ethereum here, man. Just absolutely decimated again and again, right? So Bitcoin rolling over right now. We're back in the 70s, baby. Back to the 70s. Get out your LSD, marijuana, you name it. We're back, baby. Big hair, don't care. My God. So Bitcoin's dying. I warned everybody in my Discord that we should be rolling over today. So I didn't think it would happen this fast, but holy smokes, we are dying. We are going down. The plane is crashing, baby. Wild. So make sure you're using good risk management. I mean, that's the only thing. It's like if you're trying to catch a knife, you want to wait for confirmation. That's all I got to say. Please wait for confirmation, okay? Because that's going to be a lot of pain if you don't. What are you
Man.
thinking, OC? Are you looking to buy anything?
Not really. I mean, I know we're going to a big area of buy. Oh, but by the way, I am. Let me be clear. I am going to be buying Bitcoin at this point. I think I'm going to be buying it at the end of the day. I just want to see how far does the retracement take us. Maybe right now it's 9:38 a.m. my time. So most likely I'm going to be buying it at somewhere around 8 p.m. my time. So 12 hours or 11 hours from now, right? And that is just to see how the market reacts. We had some new numbers coming out, and I need to see how far that volatility factors start going up or down. For example, right now Ethereum is 62. That means we can start punching through lowers very easily, right? When Bitcoin at this point, let me see on the 4 hours. Let me just revise that once again, just to make sure that it hasn't changed. I believe was something like 53. But 51. So 51 might not be that big of a deal, but still I could be trying to buy at 78. We'll see. We'll see. Because I want to make this purchase for my holdings, right? For my retirement. So I want to make sure that it is a worth area, right? It's worthwhile area. But other than that, not really for trading. I think I'm going to be taking it slow today. We already have hit in the 4 hours 4 trades. So I think that's pretty cool within the week. So I'm not that in a rush. I mean, if you would have asked me this yesterday, maybe I would because I was on a rush. But other than that, I don't think so. Are you looking to buy anything?
No, no, I think it's all shit.
Yes, it is. All right, let's cut the show a little short today. I know you have some family business to take care, and we also have another show. Just let me know if you're going to be available for that show. If not, that's all right. We can take it from here or whatever you need, my friend. Yeah, but other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining the class. Really appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully, you guys are learning a lot. If not, remember to write your questions and then send them over the chat so we can read them and we can answer them as fast as we can. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.